Good morning folks, how we doing? Up at the plot again today. It's Sunday morning. Let's have a quick spin around as ever. It's a bit dull today, it's a bit cold, it's a bit dull, but there's still plenty to be getting on with. So let's have a quick wander up here. And as we're wandering up here, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to spin you around just a wee second, and as we're going up, we'll have a quick look at the shallots on the way past, and they're looking absolutely grand in there. They're looking fab. Look at some beetroot, some leeks, some giant winter spinach. Let's have a quick look in here, and that's all the garlic poking its head up in there as well. So things are looking okay up here, not too bad. Anyway, let's have a quick pop in here into the Polytunnel where it's a little bit warmer, thankfully. I'm going to elbow the door shut there just a second. So what's planned for today? Right, we're going to hopefully go down like this, and you can see down here we're going to get this second bed in. So hopefully in an hour or so this side will look a little bit like this side. There's an interesting camera angle for you. So we'll get that done. Hopefully after that I'll get some weed fabric down the middle here, and then there's a big pile of fresh wood chip over there ready to go down on it, but I need to do quite a bit of work with the wood chips. There's some paths outside that need doing as well, so I don't think I'll do the wood chip today. I think I'll do that all in a one. I want to do the outside and the inside, we'll get it all done at the same time. But hopefully an hour or so in here we'll be looking tip top. All this is stained, it just needs a couple of cuts, a few screws, things like that, putting together, and hopefully it'll look good. And if I've got time, we're going to go to no man's land. So let's just go inside the Polytunnel, and if you have a look over my shoulder there, and I'll tell you what I'll do actually. Let's just spin you around. Right, this is like the last untouched bit of the allotment right at the very end here, and there's a reason. I've mentioned before, there's a reason for it. So where these big pallets are here, right, that's my fence just there at the end of it, and I need to order 2 tons of compost to fill the beds inside the Polytunnel. Now the little truck can come down that mud bank that runs over there, and I can park right next to my fence and lift them over here. So if we go over here, and then just going from here to here, from here to here with all those barrels of compost, otherwise I'm going to have to come all the way down there and all the way around that corner. So it's going to save me a whole lot of bother, which is why I've done nothing with this yet. So I've got 2 brand new pallet collars, well brand new to me, 2 used pallet collars to go in here. So they'll get put in once the compost is in the Polytunnel. It's all been shifted, and the pond needs to go in. So I've done nothing with this area here, because once the pond's in, then we'll decide what to do with this bit. So I've already made half a start on a hole for the pond, but you can see how deep it is. So that needs to be a lot deeper. So if I've got time, we'll see. It's one of those jobs that I keep looking at it and thinking, there's quite a lot of work in that, but it needs to be done. I'll try and get on with it today. We'll see. If I get that inside there finished in time, we'll get this done. We'll see what time we've got. Anyway, first things first, I'm going to go enjoy this cup of tea like any good workman does. And I've even got a free cup that I got here from work, but it's one of those thermal ones, so it keeps my tea nice and warm when it's freezing cold up here. So I'll crack on with that. I'll be back with you in a bit once I've got that bed finished in there. I'm not going to show you me doing the bed again. You can go and watch the video if you want to see that, because it's just rinse and repeat at the other side basically. But I think it's going to look absolutely brilliant in there. Once both sides are done, I think that'll look great. So I'm going to get that crack in the day, and I'll be back with you, back with you in just a jiffy. Well, I'm back, and what does they say about best made plans and all that sort of stuff? I've got nowhere near as much done as I wanted to do, but I'm still pleased nonetheless. So spoiler alert, the pond's not been touched outside, so that's off the agenda for today, well and truly. But if I spin you around, let's have a look. We now have 2 matching sides, well kind of matching, because it just needs a bit sorting out in this. I've got a load of cardboard at home. You can see I've started cardboard here, but there's more cardboard going to come, and we'll get all that covered up. And then it's time, I think once payday's been and gone, we'll order 2 tons of compost, and hopefully that'll be enough to fill that up. Right down the bottom of the plot, I've got one of those Daleks that's about 80% full of compost, so I'll use that as well. Down the central path here, I've not put the weed fabric down yet because, one, it was a bit wonky, and when I've been digging it out, as always around here, I must have dug out about 3 million stones that I've had to get rid of. And believe it or not, in amongst all these tools and things, boxes of stuff and bits and pieces of things, I don't have a pair of scissors, so I can't get it nice and neat and tidy. So the next time I come up from home, we'll bring the scissors and we'll get this all cut up. And I think one thing I am going to do definitely is put a central bed in here. You can see how wide the path is there. I mean, it's probably, oh, I don't know, it's probably not shy of a metre, you know, that path, how wide it is in there. And I've said before, it's valuable grown space in here. So whether I come all the way up to the end here, so this is the back door, and that's just somebody else's plot through there. There's maybe only a couple of foot of space back there that I'm just going to fill in with wood chip. So whether I start the bed back here, and actually no, thinking about it, I'm not going to do that, because these flagstones are going to go along the back here to make hard standing, and I won't be able to get to it. So there is going to be a central bed, and I'm thinking about growing some giant strawberries in there. So, you know, we'll make it so the back door can open, so the front door can open, and we get a central bed in there. Anyway, I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with the way it's looking here, to be honest, by the way. Even though it looks a bit messy at the moment, it hasn't got all the cardboard down, it hasn't got the compost down, but it's looking good. And one funny thing to show you, look, before I go, look what I've done. I've managed to build around the wheelbarrow, so the wheelbarrow's trapped in there, so I'm gonna have to lift it over there. But hey, you know what, these things happen. One last thing to remind you of is about the giveaway thing that I mentioned in the last video. It's going to be one of those grow lights. It's the Grow Star 1000 watt grow light. I mentioned it in a video a wee while ago. I'll put a link up there and you can see it. So I'm going to do a giveaway with that. That'll be in the next video or two, I think, so keep an eye out for that. So if you want to see that coming, please give us a subscribe by clicking the button below. If you hit the notification bell, a little thing will pop up to tell you when that giveaway thing is live. And if you want to leave some comments below and let me know what you think of the Polytunnel or anything that you're up to, please do. But that is me done for the day. I'm going to head home because I've got a million and one other jobs to do, and then it's back to work tomorrow. Anyway, that's me done for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye for now, folks.